welcome to another video. Today I've decided to talk about 2016, which some people may not like, some people might, I don't know. I'm trying to do a mix of good and maybe not so good things. Well, definitely not so good things, as a lot of bad things happened last year. The first thing I'm going to come to, which sticks out in certainly my mind, probably a lot of people's mind, is Donald Trump. He is the new president of the United States of America. I don't have a lot to say on this. I am not American, I am British, I am English. Yeah. I wouldn't have voted for him. And hopefully he won't be as bad as most people think he will be. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. I just can't talk about that. Right, on to the next thing in a similar vein will be Brexit. Britain, where I'm from, voted to leave the EU, the European Union. I didn't vote for it. I voted to remain, so obviously I was in the minority. I think it was a bad decision, but hey, majority of people voted to leave, so what are you going to do? That's democracy. We've just got to hope that things can only get better, can only get better. Yeah, I can't sing, I'm not going to do that ever again. Sorry, I apologise sincerely for that. Okay, so on to the next thing. This is quite a personal thing for me, as I was born in Liverpool, and I support Liverpool Football Club. And in 1989, April the 15th, there was a tragedy and 96 Liverpool fans died. And after the tragedy, a lot of horrible things were said about the people who died and the fans in general. I don't think I mentioned the name. This is the Hillsborough disaster. So if you don't know about it, maybe look it up to know what I'm talking about in more detail. But basically, there was a new inquiry recently, and there were inquests, and basically the judgment came out last year, which absolved fans of any blame. It was not the fans' fault. And it also said that the 96 were unlawfully killed. It's not a very nice subject, but I did want to bring it up as that it was quite a important thing, especially for Liverpool fans, people of Liverpool, the families and friends of the people who died at Hillsborough. So yeah, I wanted to bring that up, maybe bring more awareness if people don't know about it. So yeah, I would suggest go look it up. If you see anything bad about the fans, just remember what I said in the new inquest. The fans were totally absolved of any wrongdoing. Anyway, on to better things, but in the same vein, football, that's soccer to other people in the world, but football, basically Leicester City won the Premier League. It's the best league in Britain. And Leicester City won. a few years ago, they were in the third tier of British football, and they went up to the top and they won. They won the league, which is amazing. And that is the fastest rise to the peak of English football league system since 1962, which was Ipswich Town. In case you didn't know. I didn't know, to be honest. I did a bit of research. So yeah. There we go. So yeah, that was a huge deal here in Britain that Leicester City won the Premier League. It was amazing. What's next? Rio. Rio Olympics. Basically, I'm just going to do a few highlights. I do have this written down on my computer, so if you see me going grrr, it's because I'm checking my facts. Because I did watch a lot of the Olympics, but things do blur. I have a terrible memory. It's the first year the games featured a team made up of stateless refugees, which is a huge deal, you know, with conflicts in Syria and other countries. It's crazy. Now refugees they're under like it's a refugee team, which I think is a really good thing. Next up, this was amazing. I mean, everyone should have heard about this if they didn't. Two female gymnasts from North Korea and South Korea took a selfie together. I was like, wow. I mean, that was a big deal. I mean, everyone was going mad about that. So yeah, it just shows, you know, the people, or most people, don't have an issue with each other, you know. I mean, a lot of people do want the two countries to be back as one. There's families separated and stuff. So I thought that was a really touching moment. It was lovely. Simone Biles is an American gymnast, and she was on fire last year. She won 4 golds and 1 bronze. I mean, she was, whenever you turn on the TV and there was gymnastics on, it was like, Simone Biles. It's like, pretty good. She's pretty good. So yeah, that was an amazing thing to do. And now we have Uchimura. Uchimura is probably my favourite Olympian, full stop. He's definitely my favourite gymnast. Uchimura is like the best gymnast ever, in my opinion. Yeah. But basically, he was the first man to achieve back-to-back victories in the Olympic all-round since fellow countryman Kato did so in 1968 and 1972. And he also joins Kato in being the only male gymnast to have ever won 3 all-round Olympic medals, having won silver in Beijing 8 years ago. And Kato came second in 1976. I'm sorry if I was looking down. I am reading my facts. If I don't know the facts, then I gotta read the facts. I don't want to get anything wrong. Yeah, but I love Uchimura. He is great. Check him out. Look on YouTube for Kohei Uchimura. He is amazing. What's next? Mo Farah. Mo Farah became the first British track and field athlete to win 3 Olympic gold medals despite falling over mid-race. I was watching that. I saw that. I couldn't believe it. It was crazy. So yeah, he won 3 Olympic gold medals. First British track and field athlete to do so. Oh, this one is not actually from the thing from the actual games. This happened during the closing ceremony. I'm sure some people might know what I'm on about. And this was the Japanese Prime Minister dressing as Super Mario. Dude, God bless Japan, man. It was so funny. It was so cool. Because obviously, if you don't know, Tokyo 2020, next Olympic Games is in Tokyo in Japan. So that's going to be great. I would love to go because I love Japan. I would love to go anyway, but with the Olympics being there, hopefully Uchimura will still be around then. So he said he might be in the team events, but individual events maybe not so much, because he is getting older now for a gymnast. He is great. Go check him out. Now we are going to talk about, we're talking about the Olympics, so Paralympics, also in Rio of course, was great. You know, it was really good this year. Last year, still thinking it's 2016 honestly. Basically, Kadina Cox, who suffers with MS, became the first British Paralympian for 28 years to win medals in 2 sports at the same games in the space of 24 hours, in a day, in one day basically, right, 24 hours. She won the 100 metre bronze at the athletics, and amazed people in the 500 metre time trial world record to win cycling gold. She amazed people in the 500 metre time trial, and I think I meant to say she got the world record as well. Sorry about that. Go check it out. Go have a look at it. She was great. And another thing, Malaysia won its first ever gold medals within hours of each other. I'm really sorry, I'm not going to say the names of these people because I will probably get them wrong. So I am sorry. I just don't want to cause any offence. So, someone, Pouzy? Mohammed Pouzy? I think. Sorry, I never said I wasn't going to say the name, but this is why. Won the country's first gold medal, and later Mohammed Ziad Zulkefli took first place in the F20 shot put, and they also both set world and Paralympic records in the process. Malaysia. Well done, Malaysia. That's awesome. What else? Oh yeah, this is the personal one for me. Johnny Peacock won the 100 metre gold. Johnny Peacock is amazing. I saw quite a lot of Johnny Peacock this year on the TV. I don't know him personally. In The Last Leg. The Last Leg is a brilliant British TV show. And the host is Adam Hills, the Australian comedian. So yeah, you should check that out. Check it out on YouTube. They have an official YouTube channel, I think. So go check out Johnny. Peacock was so funny in it. He like came on wearing a tutu and stuff. It was really random, but it was so funny. Yeah, and finally, Ellie Robinson. At 15, she made her Paralympic debut and she won gold in the S6 50 metre butterfly, breaking the Paralympic record, and she also added a second medal with bronze in the S6 100 metre freestyle, finishing ahead of her idol Ellie Simmonds in the final. And also, to cap this off, this was not that long ago, she also won the Young Sports Personality of the Year award. So it's amazing. She's an inspiration. I mean, most Olympians and especially Paralympians are inspirations, but that must have been so great for her, finishing ahead of her idol, you know, the person she you know, looked up to in her sport. So that's amazing. So well done to her. Now, films. I didn't see a lot of films this year or last year, but I'm quickly going to talk about my favourite film of the year, my best film of the year, and that would be Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. People are going to sound crazy, and I don't care. I am a huge Harry Potter fan. I don't know, I'm going to have to change that to Wizarding World fan now, and I keep getting confused about that. Wizarding World fan. I'm a Wizarding World fan now. So, yeah, it was great. I don't really want to say too much because my very next video is actually going to be, it's not really, is it going to be a review of the film? I got a book about the film, so I'm reviewing the book, but I probably will talk about the film in that. So stay tuned, watch that video, because that, if you're interested in that, I just say go see it. Or if it's not out in the pictures anymore, buy it. Oh well, yeah, so anyway, Fantastic Beasts, go and see it. It was amazing, written by J.K. Rowling. It was perfect. Was it perfect? I should just say it's perfect. It probably wasn't perfect, and I know a lot of people had issues with it, but hey, go see it. It was really, 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 really awesome. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about, we talked about some good things. I now want to talk about something bad. The amount of celebrity deaths that happened in the past year. The year started off horrendously for me because David Bowie and Alan Rickman died. And as I just mentioned earlier in this video, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I love Alan Rickman. That is not the only thing I've seen him in before anyone says, oh, how can you be a fan? But, yeah, I've seen him in a lot of movies, you know. There's actually too many. I mean, I probably could list them all, but I'm not going to because time, you know, precious and all that. Okay, I'll mention a few. Die Hard, Love Actually, Sense and Sensibility. I mean, everyone loves him in Die Hard, don't they? Everyone remembers that role. So, yeah, and then throughout the year, more and more celebrities kept dying, and it was a horrendous year. It got to the end of the year, and, well, the last couple of weeks of the year, week of the year, and everyone was, oh, that's gotta be it, there can't be any more. And then on Christmas Eve, Rick Parfitt died. He's from the Status Quo, the band Status Quo. And that was gutting for me. And I was actually with my dad, we were out having a meal before Christmas. And we found out, and that was terrible because my dad has seen Status Quo many times, and I have seen them several times as well, so it was very difficult to hear that. I mean, there have been a lot of comments about, you know, news channels giving too much coverage to these celebrity deaths, and how, you know, there is real news going on, we should be focusing on that. And I was like, well, yeah, okay. Sometimes I feel that way when it's a celebrity that I didn't really know or didn't really care about that much. But, you know, people saying people die every day. It's like, yeah, okay, but you think how many people that person affected. I mean, I don't mean to sound harsh, but, you know, it's close family and friends, you know. It's not that many people. When you think how many people, musicians and actors and whoever else, celebrity, have affected, it's millions of people. It's millions of people who, you know, their lives have been touched by this person. You know, my life was touched, you know, by Alan Rickman, his performance in Harry Potter, you know, the Wizarding World, you know, it's a part of me. It is, cut me open, there is, it's in there, you know. It is fair to talk about celebrity deaths. Okay, you might not like the person, switch over. Don't watch it. Don't moan about it because that person has affected so many lives. And okay, yeah, people die every single day. And if that person was famous, we'd be talking about them. But they weren't, you know, and we only really hear about people's deaths, normal people's deaths in the media if it's some horrible accident or tragedy or something horrendous like a murder or something like that. So, you know, why can't everybody be on the news? Why can't because they can't, you know, there's not enough time in the day. I mean, it's such a hard thing to talk about, but I did want to address that because I think it is there, because these celebrities have, I'm sorry to keep doing this on celebrity, but it's just, sorry, I think it is fair because celebrities do touch people's lives. It can be very upsetting for people when a celebrity dies, so I do think it's completely fair for that to be on the news. I'm still on the same topic, but towards the very end of the year we heard that Carrie Fisher, who played Princess Leia in Star Wars, had I think they said it was a heart attack or a cardiac arrest on a plane. I'm sorry. Yeah, and a few days later it was announced that she had died. And the very next day it was announced that Debbie Reynolds, who was, you know, a wonderful actress herself, she was in, I mean, I think the thing that sticks out to me most is Singing in the Rain. If you haven't seen Singing in the Rain, go watch it. It's a wonderful classic musical film. It's beautifully done. It's amazing. Go watch it. If you're into musicals. But I wanted to talk a little bit about Carrie Fisher, because she touched my life. She really did, and I think her death probably upset me the most in the past year, because Star Wars has been in my life pretty much for as long as I can remember. I always grew up sort of wanting to be Princess Leia. You know, she was a strong, feisty, independent woman. She was amazing. And Carrie Fisher herself, I know people are going to be saying, you're describing Princess Leia, what are you doing? And you know what, that could quite easily describe Carrie Fisher as well. She had her issues, you know, in later years she became a novelist. No, it wasn't. She wrote books, autobiographical, late ones, which I do need to read. I've been wanting to read them for ages, and I will be reading them at some point. And she was an advocate for mental health awareness. She was amazing. She was a script doctor, which I only found out about recently actually, you know, loads of films, you know, she doctored the script. But she was an amazing woman. And she will live on forever in the hearts of, especially I think, Star Wars fans. She will always be our princess. Some people say general as well, but she will always be my princess. She was an amazing woman in real life and an amazing actress on screen, and I think that's all I have to say it, but I'm not gonna, I can't say anymore. But anyway, I'm sorry to end on a bit of a depressing note. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed looking back over the year with me. Before I get any comments saying, you've missed out this, you missed out this, what about this, what about that? I can't put everything in a video. This video is already going to be very long. And people are going to say, the Olympics bit was too long, and this and that, and the Olympics bit, I had to do research on. I couldn't remember everything. Certainly didn't put everything in, but yeah. I put important things in that I felt were important, things that stuck out to me, so I wanted to discuss them, talk about them with you. Just put down saying, you know, oh, this was an important thing for me, you know, I'd love to hear what moments stuck out for you in the past year. So yeah, I look forward to reading your comments. And that's it for now. Take care. Peace.